What's going on, you guys? Flow, overcome, evolve. All right, it's time for the big reveal. You had 4 piles. All right, so let's get started. If you picked from pile 1, which was this deck, can y'all see that? This is pile 1. So basically I'll be doing the diamond spread like I always do. I like that spread. So your first card is going to be your issue. All right. We have Warrior Woman, but she's in reverse. What does Warrior Woman say? Have you answered your deepest calling? This is saying that you have not answered your deepest calling. Something's pulling at you. Something's really pulling you to venture into something else. What could be the issue that you're not seeing? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher. You're not seeing yourself as a teacher amongst others. You're having some doubt. You don't see yourself that way yet. So why is it that you don't see yourself in that aspect? Let's see. The part that you do know. Trying to do this with one hand. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. So you're holding back from telling your story. You don't want to share your voice. Perhaps it's a little bit too much for you. Perhaps you're, feeling like it's just so much I don't want to recall. That comes from healing, though. You got to heal, okay? Your story is going to help others, all right? You got to get out that shell, though. You got to break out of that shell because it is vital. It is critical for you to know that whatever you went through could help someone out exponentially, all right? Come on up out of that. You got to see yourself as that warrior, okay? Because you went through a lot of shit. I mean, you persevere. Look, you surviving and shit. You here. You're here. People who are going through their dark night of the soul, they may not have that hope. You dug from the depths of your soul and you survived. That's something to celebrate. That's something to be proud of. Seriously. So, what is needed for the resolution? And Rama, where are you being called to journey to? Pay attention to what your guides are trying to tell you, where they're trying to steer you. Okay, could be at your job, could be at home, something that you're missing, something that's been brought to your attention that you kind of like, that's a coincidence. No, it's not. There's no such thing as coincidences in spirituality. All right? And what else is needed? Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. You got to recuperate. You're overworking yourself. You're not even thinking about venturing into something else because you're too busy tied up into the now, thinking you're not going to survive. You already did. You need to tell your story. Well, why are you holding all that in? For what? You're delaying your healing process. And by delaying your healing process, it's going to take you a lot longer to get what's supposed to be for you, okay? You have to make sure you're healing properly. Don't push things into the back of your mind. You're supposed to bring them to the forefront so you can go ahead and get get it over with. I mean, it's painful. It could be painful. It is painful most times. But guess what? It's like a tattoo. The quicker you get it done, the quicker you can finish, right? It's like running. The quicker you get to that 1 mile mark, the quicker you have finished, right? All right. And that's pile 1. All right, pile 2. So if you picked from this pile, this is pile 2. So what is pile 2 telling us? Well, first off, like I said, I'll be using the diamond spread, okay? It's 5 cards. I love the diamond spread, actually. It kind of gets down to the root cause of the issue and, you know, tell you the solutions. That's why I use it so much. Very, very insightful, very helpful. All right, so pile 2. What is the problem? I pulled Set, Prince of Avarice, short-sightedness, ambition, narcissism. So I'm feeling that you're feeling some type of way about your current situation, and you can't really get past it because you're literally seeing what's right here before your eyes. You may be actually dealing with a narcissist. Each time you try to escape this situation, this person tells you why you shouldn't be leaving or why you shouldn't be basically paying more attention to them. So what's the issue that you don't see? Poet of Avon, the storyteller. Fame, stagnation, pride. This person's a storyteller. They, like I just said, they paint this picture. But by doing so, it's kind of making you a bit of a stalemate. A bit of a, I'm just here because I don't know exactly what to do in this point. I want to have movement, but I don't have any movement yet. I'm not compelled or feel drawn to move for myself. Now, this is the issue that you're not even aware of. But what is the issue that you are aware of? Thanatos, I couldn't even say it. Thanatos, Warden of Dis. Completion, support, expediency. Excuse me. I'm trying to hear him get the message out and the words don't want to come out. You think this person is actually here to help you. You feel complete with this person. And you're thinking that there's some type of support there, and of course you're supporting them, but it's a false sense of security. That's something that you have to realize on your own is really not being reciprocated. Just step back for a second, excuse me, and really think about what it is this person is really bringing to the table. Are they bringing something to the table, or are you actually bringing shit to the table, not realizing how much they've actually brought to the table? Okay, there's some type of assessment that needs to be made. So what's the solution? Hathor, mistress of harmony, meditation, or mediation, communication, culture. I need to talk this out. Once you realize, talk it out with yourself. And then just really bring it to that person's attention. Don't get caught up, though, with that storytelling shit. All right? Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to this person to see if they're actually, like I said, bringing what you need to the table, or are you bringing the vast majority of what's at the table to the table? All right? And finally, what is needed? Vanith, caretaker of the lost. Respite, assistance, memory. Remember who you are. And like I said, take an assessment of what you're bringing to the table. Don't forget that. Don't forget what you bring to the table is just as critical as what you think the next person is bringing. But at the end of the day, is it all worth sticking around? All right? And that's pile number 2. All right, pile 3. So if you picked this deck, this is pile 3. I'll be using the diamond spread, and that consists of 5 cards. So what is the message for pile 3? So what is the issue? Ain't him pretty? Know you belong. Perhaps you're going through a dark time in your life right now, and you just really feel like a misfit, like you just don't belong. Or wherever it is, your job, your family. You work so hard to be where you're at, but there's a part of you that's feeling like you don't belong. Let's explore this further. The next card, which is the influence that you don't know that has influence on this situation. Know your power. So apparently you don't know how powerful you are, what your purpose is. Look, and 111 popped up on the timer. You really haven't comprehended the fact that you manifested everything that is going on in your life. Be it when you didn't realize you were manifesting it subconsciously, or even when you want something to happen in your life, you're moving mountains, but you're not realizing your full power. You're not realizing that. What is the issue that you do realize though? Surrender to the flow. You know, there has to be some type of flow going on. You know my favorite saying, flow, overcome, evolve. Yeah, it has to be some type of flow. Look at that, 4-4. Yeah, I've seen so many 4s since I've been given this. Like, I'm for real. I wish I could switch the camera around so you can see my speedometer, but I have basically 5 4s in my speedometer. That's crazy. 4. Really need some type of actualization that you really need to just pause and stop fighting the flow and just go with the flow. That's very critical for you to know what your true power is. Because the more you fight, the more you're going to feel powerless, because there's not going to be any movement going on in your life. Now, if you ask for something to take place in your life, own up to it. Don't go back and forth with spirit and be like, I want this. Wait a minute. I don't think this is good for me. Let me do this. You need to meditate first before you make a final decision like that. Because you're talking about moving mountains in your life. You can't go back and forth like this. Because, I mean, the more, like I said, you fight these currents, the more you realize, it's not even realizing, the more you're going to feel like you have no power. And the overall goal is to see your true power, okay? And so, what is needed for the resolution? Embrace spirit, but it's in reverse. You're not embracing spirit. Therefore, you need to embrace spirit. You need to talk to yourself more. You need to pray more. You need to meditate more. That's what you need to do. And what else? The resolution for understanding, embrace the dark. You got to realize that's an aspect of you too. There's some things that you need to heal from so you can realize that you do belong. There's some deep healing that needs to take place for this card to pop up like this. It's something that you're hiding from yourself that's not able to allow you to move on. Okay? You have to heal. If you want to move on and really have a complete understanding as to who you are as a person, you have to heal from all aspects of your life. All right? And that's pile 3. All right, and finally, pile 4. So if you picked from this pile, this is pile 4. Are you ready for the message? All right. So I am doing the diamond spread. All right. And that consists of 5 cards. So shall we begin? So for this message, I picked Aquarius, but it's in reverse. Your creativity is being blocked because you feel a bit trapped in a situation. Could be job, could be or career. It could be the ability to even see what's in front of you. Could be family. It could be a situation in your family that is kind of putting your dreams on the back burner, which is interesting because during this Mercury retrograde, you don't want to make any sudden moves to begin with, all right? So what's the problem that we're not seeing? Earth in reverse. You're not taking into consideration that you're one with everything that's around you, that anything that you want to happen, it can happen, that whatever movement that you want in your life can happen, but it's up to you and nobody else. Do you know that? You should know that. So the situation that you find yourself stuck in, fire. What does fire do? It purifies, it transforms, transmutes energy. You need to change your way of thinking. This is telling me you're stuck because of your way of thinking. If you feel like that you're not going to make any forward progress with whatever situation that you're in, you're not going to make any forward progress with the situation that you're in. So what's the resolution that's needed? My deck must be upside down. It's got to be, because ain't no way all these reversals coming out like this. It's funny that Uranus is actually ruled by Aquarius, which Aquarius was the first card that was picked. So a sudden change needs to be made with your way of thinking. So, like I mentioned, so you can have forward progress, so you can move on. You gotta believe whatever it is that you want to do, you control your destiny. You start and finish your life, okay? This is something that needs to take place for your happiness. If you're an artist, you're an artist. What's the other solution here? Sagittarius, another fire sign, well, a fire sign, another fire card. Sagittarius is a sign of wisdom. And also, with this card, I'm feeling strength, determination. Whatever it takes to make my dreams come true, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what you should live by also. Whatever it is that you want to do, you got to push through it. And know that everything is going to be all right. No matter what you put your hands on, whatever you touch is gold. All right? You got to get out of that fear of not taking that first step. Because once you take the first step, the rest of it is easy. All right? Even crawling is forward progress. All right? And that's card 4. Flow, overcome, evolve. I love you all. Have a great day.